for play, it has been impressive.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Porter. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Levine's checked in for Muhammad. And a change for the Wizards. Sessions checked in for John Wall.
You know, going back to Jared Dudley, he helps you in so many different ways. Shoots a lot of threes, yet does so efficiently. He rebounds, he passes the ball. He'll get a little physical, too. He's a valuable vet to have in your locker room.
Levine, good.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Sessions. Begins with the block. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Timberwolves leading by 6. The drive by Rubio. Ramon Sessions with the steal. Porter passes to Sessions. From 13. Good on the shot.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Beal, that's for 2. Levine with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Garnett. Payne comes in for Towns. And Tayshaun Prince subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And then for Washington, Nene, he's checked in for Gortat. Morris comes in for Porter. And it's Thornton in for Beal. The Timberwolves have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Outside Prince. The baseline J. They get it back.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He's got 19 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Porter in the small forward position. Washington on D. They trail by 1. Here's Rubio. Morris with the block.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
And Rubio kicks to Levine. On the wing, Wiggins. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Washington calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
For Wall, guys, he played more of a traditional point guard role, but double-digit assist numbers at 10 a game for him, really strong.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
And also for Wall, his usage was down. I mean, a few less minutes played, fewer shots taken. Overall, though, I felt it was a big step towards becoming more of a traditional point guard, and the Wizards are better for it. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Timberwolves not set the world on fire at the free throw line. They're just 6 of 12. And he makes the first.
At the line for 2.
Muhammad hits them both.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the...
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark. Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
All with it. Now guarded by Towns. Poked away. But they'll get another chance. Outside, Wall. Wall with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And they go to the intentional foul.
And, guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switcher also for Washington. Dudley's checked in. Wall attacking. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Wall. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Dudley. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Kevin Garnett.
Well, Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in. Nene, he's checked in for Washington. Wall attacking. Oh! Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Kevin Garnett. Then for the Wizards, Garrett Temple is checked in for Gortat. Thornton comes in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups, I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Washington's offense last year looked solid on paper, but in reality, it was much tougher to defend against. They could hurt you in a number of ways.
And the Wizards, Kevin, could get you in transition, but they could also, as you mentioned, they could get you with their half-court sets. Top 10 in field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage last season.
Some changes for Minnesota. Garnett comes in for Jang, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Oubre's checked in for Washington. Hall comes in for Sessions. Minnesota leading by 4. Prince dishes to LaVine. Here's Muhammad. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Washington's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
John Wall.
And the shot is good.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Here's Garnett. It's rebounded by Thornton.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Wall. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Garnett. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. Wall.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fast break, Minnesota. And it's Pekovic missing. Wall. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. LaVine. No good. And the game's all right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Washington trailing. Anthony Towns and Pekovic are up front. The athletic duo of LaVine and Wiggins on the perimeter. And it's Rubio in at the points. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. From deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. Look at that shot! Oh, did that go in?
How about that?
Oh! It's offline.